Duty of care, the responsibility to look after fellow workers. So, duty of care basically is the responsibility of all individuals within the workplace to look out for the health and well-being of others. It's a moral obligation for people to look out for each other, though in the workplace it is also a legal obligation placed upon members of authority to ensure their teams and workers are safe within an environment. So if you're a manager, if you're the employer, who's known as the PCBU in relation to WHS legislation, based on legislation and policy and practice, you have the responsibility to create safe working environments for the people who work for you so that they can be free from any harm coming to them. Okay, in saying that, duty of care falls upon all workers, not just everyone in levels of authority. Okay, because even just being a worker yourself, you have the role, the responsibility to ensure that you're working safely with the environment and not bringing harm to others either. So everyone has this notion of duty of care placed on them, okay, and acting within their own level of authority. Now, failure to comply may result in consequences such as loss of jobs, fines, and imprisonment being incited upon responsible parties. Okay, so it's very serious because if you do muck around and cause trouble or you are negligent in this area, injuries can happen and lives can be lost. So we need to take our duty of care quite seriously. So, in relation to managers and the workers on their team, there are a variety of ways that they can ensure that duty of care is maintained within a workplace. Firstly, it's just as simple as having conversations with workers. Okay, a big part of the WHS legislation in this unit is that of consultation and participation, that discussions continually take place and we're checking on each other, we're talking about safety, we're making sure our workers feel safe. Okay, and look, and even these days, checking on their mental health too. A good manager, a good leader looks after their workers, and conversations are the fundamentals of that. From here, we need to monitor the workplace ourselves. Okay, look out for safety issues. What can be done about them? Okay, if I'm just a worker, I report it to my manager. Okay, or I go see the health and safety representative. Okay, and that comes to the next point in that when something is raised, it is responded to or forwarded to the correct member of authority. So this might be the health and safety representative or a member of the health and safety team. Okay, and then from there, they can talk about it and develop a solution at their meetings or raise it with the PCBU if more changes need to be made in the workplace in order to address this issue, ensure that everyone in the workplace is being cared for in relation to their safety. What we hope with this communication all taking place, messages being forwarded, people being responded to, and given feedback about what they've raised, we hope that the workers all feel cared about and that their opinions matter. They feel empowered. Okay, the workers feel cared about because their matters that they raise were taken seriously, or the environments they work in are being kept safe. Okay, they feel cared about. Workers work much better. Okay, they'll give more to their workplace provided that they can see their workplace is looking after them. And finally, okay, everything is being followed up on that has been raised by staff. Okay, it all goes full circle, comes back to the worker, giving them that feeling of safety. So I hope this video is giving you understanding of what duty of care is. Essentially, that all workers are looking out for each other, okay, as a moral obligation, but also that it's also a legal obligation put on different levels of authority in the workplace. Okay, the higher you go up, the higher the responsibility is on you in relation to ensuring that duty of care is maintained within the workplace.